Welcome to Chaotically Nerdy, a podcast made by nerds for nerds. This podcast is made by adults, for adults, and for children with bad parents. Adult language will be used, and adult situations may arise. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chaotically Nerdy. On this week's episode is me, Tyler.
And me, Jared.
And me, Ethan.
Why did you sound like you were taking a shit in the middle of that?
Because I breathed in, and then you started beeping.
Oh, and then I started. Okay, I got you. And you didn't take a breath until you said...
No.
There's so much time in between the beeps and
You just
starting.
Move away from the microphone and breathe.
I feel like this is the one time I'm going to leave the beeps in so people can tell how long he held his breath.
Yeah. It was like...
How long can you hold your breath? You don't even like smoke or anything.
I don't know. It really wasn't that long,
Like,
guys.
what's
It was
wrong?
like 10 seconds.
But still, holding it for 10 seconds when you
not that
didn't
long.
have to hold
It's
it.
not that long.
That's
It's really not.
Yeah, well, I-
Concerned, Jared. You're going to be in one of those mesothelioma commercials.
have you or a loved one come in contact with asbestos? You may have mesothelioma. All right, let's get back on track immediately.
No.
We're a minute in.
Look, Deadpool would approve.
Deadpool would approve. So, if you haven't caught from that, we're going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine because that's a movie that's out.
I think a proper episode would just be tangents
Tangents.
until you just hit like
Stop.
turn the
Until
record off.
Until I'm like, we're done.
In middle, like mid-word. Just stop.
Spin, bitch.
Oh, I fucking hate that I didn't have that recorded.
Yeah, it was good. It's
was
good.
good.
Yeah.
No one will get it.
No,
Besides
no,
us
it's
three.
gone. It's gone now.
It's gone
It's
forever.
gone now.
Into
Aaron
the ether.
Hernandez.
Whoa! Whoa!
You know how many times Sam gets mad at me for making that joke? She thinks I'm going to meet somebody from Aaron Hernandez's family and they're going to kill me for it.
Well,
I'm not saying it's impossible.
Well,
Improbable.
You know what they say? The apple don't fall far from the tree, but, he kind of did.
God damn. That one's so much worse. Okay. On to Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
This is the first movie we've done that we've done it while it's still in theaters.
That sounds true.
It is true. Because we waited until Dungeons and Dragons came out. Even though we all watched it in theaters, we waited until it was on digital release and then watched it again.
Yeah, that's true.
So that we were fresh.
It's also like a short release period anyway.
It was. You talking about short release period? Borderlands is coming out like the 30th. To date this episode, it is August 24th.
Kobe Day.
Oh, yeah, it is Kobe Day. I forgot about that. Damn. So, this is your reminder. We are not a spoiler-free podcast.
No.
If you have not watched this movie and you are listening to this episode,
Get the fuck out.
or stay and get spoiled. I don't give a fuck what
Yeah.
you do. You're an adult.
well, I mean, if you're going to spoil any movie, Deadpool is the one where it's the delivery makes all the difference half the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were just kind of talking about that before you got here, briefly. So, next up.
You're going to wish you were deaf.
God damn it. Notable actors, but not the cameos, because we're going to talk about those here in a little bit. Because obviously, a lot of cameos are notable actors. So, realistically, you've got Hugh Jackman, and who
Jackman.
kind of counts as a cameo, and
Not really.
Ryan Reynolds.
kind of.
It's the name of the fucking movie.
I know, but kind of.
It's not. It's not
one
a
long
cameo.
cameo.
It's not a cameo.
Kind of.
It's not a cameo.
I
The
say-
other alternate versions could count as cameos.
That's
sure.
where I'm getting, because
don't-
he's an alternate version.
But
you don't
he's
have
not.
Batman versus Superman and think that Henry Cavill is a fucking cameo in that. It's about him.
Wonder
Same.
Woman cameo.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman cameo. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So now, the good about the movie. Let's start this off. Or I guess
Oh,
that's-
there was other noble actors.
Who?
Matthew McFadden plays Paradox.
Oh, yeah, he is good,
Yeah.
I guess.
I can
And
never remember his name.
the lady that plays, is it? I want to say Cassandra, but it's Cassandra. Isn't
Yep.
it Cassandra?
Yeah.
Nova. She did very well. I don't know.
Emma Corrin. Emma Corrin.
Gotcha.
Who's the boring guy?
Rob Delaney.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
Peter?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Peter's great.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Peter. Pause.
Everybody knows Peter.
Everybody's got a Peter.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're going to go on to what we liked about the movie, which is the good about the movie, and it's me. So what I really liked about the movie, and feel free to interject to save yourself some breaths in the future, whenever I fucking hate you so much. The comedy was really, really good.
Sure.
The cameos are really, really good. Like, I grinned like a fucking idiot. Like, it gave me Deadpool 1 vibes because I literally grinned like an idiot the whole fucking time. When I wasn't laughing, I was smiling. Funny cameos were good. I'm trying to think. There's something else. The fights were good. I mean, when they did fight. Now, who's up next? Jarrett.
My favorite part of the movie is in the final fight sequence, he pulls up the fucking cowl. Wolverine pulls up the cowl.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those moments that gives me chills, like
Satisfying.
Like watching episode 7 for the first time and hearing the opening crawl again in theaters. It gives me chills. I watched it, I was like, yes.
It's good.
The comedy lands just because.
And it will for a few years, and then it'll probably because they do a lot of meta comedy
Sure.
where it's like very on the nose for the time, and it will die out eventually.
Only for people who weren't
around.
Yeah. Kids, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
I mean,
kids
some
that
people
have
will.
probably never seen The Proposal.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you wouldn't get that joke.
Bitch,
No.
you think that's what I do?
If you hadn't seen anything before he became Deadpool, you'd be like, he did not Deadpool stuff. He did semi-serious movies
Yeah.
that weren't just him as Ryan Reynolds for 98% of the movie.
I feel like it's all of his roles here lately.
Post Deadpool,
Yeah.
definitely.
Ethan, what you got?
What's good about it?
Yeah.
Almost everything.
I
I mean,
that's-
what can I say about it? It's like everything. The dialogue's great.
Yeah.
The cinematography is good. The actual visual and animation quality is good.
It is.
The resolution is good. What am I going to say? Whenever
No,
they
you're
show a close up of his butt, every time it's in highest definition.
That reminds me of him getting dressed by the tailor in Paradox. I forgot about that scene where the tailor's just fucking groping him constantly.
Well, it's not even groping. It's just the smash cuts of just bang, 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 man, ass slapping, groping.
Yeah.
Taylor's a pervert.
Great. Now let's move on to the bad about the movie. It's me again. Fuck. So while I love this movie, I feel like it doesn't really have much of a point. I know
True.
it's a send off to 20th Century Fox and that universe and everything like that. But other than that, doesn't change a single thing that's going on in the MCU or anything else realistically.
Yeah.
That's my biggest complaint.
But, counterpoint. So you want it to interconnect with all the movies, right? Or not all the movies, but you want it to connect to the universe in some form or fashion.
It's not that I even want it to connect. I don't care. It just felt like the movie didn't matter.
I'm not sure you're getting the idea of what Deadpool is about.
That's true. I was wanting to clarify.
No, there's like a meta reason for Deadpool to exist. And it has nothing to do with comedy. Not really.
Expand.
Expand? Oh, okay.
I mean,
Elaborate.
The meta reason is like while you're achieving the ability to make fun of everything, even yourself, and you're opening the space for you and other people to make fun of yourself and everybody else, which is important. Because a lot of times when studios take themselves too seriously, you end up with things like I don't know, Universal Studios,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, which
I don't know.
never do a good job of achieving this. Not really. I don't care what Suicide Squad has
No,
done.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking, you said Universal. I'm thinking of, you think the Fast and Furious movies take themselves really seriously?
I think
Almost.
for like the
Almost.
first 5, they did.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, no.
No, they're not enjoyable though.
Oh, I disagree. They're highly enjoyable.
Not
Are they
not to
good?
this extent.
No.
No.
they
Are they
good?
comparable?
No, but are they good
Yeah.
movies? No. Can you have a good time watching them? Sure, yeah.
I haven't in a long time, but I mean, I haven't
What's-
watched the
what's
last two.
I was gonna
I
say,
haven't,
what's the
I haven't
last
watched
one
the
you
last two, I think.
Nine
Is
and
what it was.
wait.
I don't think I have not watched one since Paul Walker died. Like that.
You've only missed 3.
The
And-
one right after was the
And
one
I'll
I
give you an
watched.
example of why that doesn't work for me. Is because even though they're attempting to show that they don't take themselves too seriously, they do it in a disingenuous manner. It's very forced. This is not forced. This is like they directly make fun of Disney in this. And all of their legal bullshit that they've been going through. They make fun of it in the Deadpool movies.
You know what they don't make fun of?
It's-
Cocaine.
The
No, they make
point
fun of it.
is it
They're just not
gives
to show them doing it.
the point of a show like this is to give release to the audience who is frustrated at the studio.
Sure.
Yeah. And what it does is it drives up market ratings for any following movies that have anything to do with that studio. Look at the other two and then look at the previous movies after that from Marvel Studios. And you can look it's higher every time. It's up and then slightly down a little bit and then up again after the next Deadpool movie. Because you've engendered some sort of goodwill from it. Now, that's a marketing scheme viewpoint of it, but at the same time, it's a good thing. Because it's fun. And that's what movies were supposed to be, and they've turned into, I don't know, DC's wonder garbage. I mean, that's exactly what most movies feel like to me now.
I feel very similar. Like there's a lot of movies that they just don't. This is going to sound stupid. They don't hit the same way that they used to.
Back in my day. It's
Just
not,
like Avatar 2 is a good example. Rogue, Rebel Moon, whatever it is.
yeah, you're right. No, Rebel
No,
Moon.
you're right.
Is it Rebel Moon?
Yeah,
it's Rebel Moon.
I tried to wash it out of my memory.
Did
with
you
alcohol,
know? Hold
so
on.
it's-
Side note
Tangent.
about Rebel Moon. They put out Zack Snyder's
Director's
director's cut on Netflix.
Yeah.
He made it in the first place.
That's
He
what
put
everybody
this-
said. They're like, you had complete creative control and you made a director's cut anyway?
Go fuck yourself.
Of both parts.
Of both parts. So stupid.
Part 1 and Part 2 director's cuts on Netflix.
You're not supposed to say this other thing, but I hope he drowns.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That is
Not die, but you can just drown.
Drown and get medically revived.
Yes. I hope he does.
I hope he ends up with a anoxic brain injury and can't function right anymore. That's
No, I
essentially-
just hope the only brain damage he receives is anything having to do with film, so he never does it again.
What's up?
You just want to lobotomize him. And
That would be forced. I just want Chance to take over and be like, no more for you.
that's asking for a high
Here's the
fucking
good
roll
thing.
of the
I don't
dice.
think anybody's going to give him $200 million to make another big budget movie.
Fuck no.
I could
So-
hope not.
You think not, but they will.
I would
Somebody
hope
will.
not.
They will.
Yeah, unless there's
It's
some
always
like,
the fuck ups that get the payout.
Unless
I
there's
mean,
some
it's-
language in his Netflix
Look at
deal
Elon Musk.
where he has to. Failing forward.
Yes, every time.
Okay, I said my bad about the movie. Jarrett,
We're going in the same order.
I'm rolling low tonight.
I've
I'm glad I'm
forgotten
not rolling
even
for
what you
stats.
said.
I said that it didn't really feel like it.
Yes. Yeah, it didn't
Mattered.
it didn't matter. Didn't connect.
It felt pointless. I think was how I worded it, but it's fine.
Yeah. It's not something that I necessarily didn't enjoy. It's just it can be a bit much. The comedy can be.
It's varied a lot.
Ethan shit on Thor: Love and Thunder for taking the shotgun approach to comedy, and where that didn't work as well because most of it didn't hit. This does hit more, but it is the same shotgun approach of just joke, and no breathing room at all.
Even whenever you're supposed to be in serious moments.
Yes.
Like, so onto
okay.
a one-liner. Him and Wolverine screaming at each other, and Wolverine yells one more fucking word.
That's funny,
and
though.
His response,
Gubernatorial.
gubernatorial.
That's funny. That's like clear punchline setup. That's funny.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking of is the blowjob handles thing when he pulls the callop. It kind of ruins it a little bit because I'm like, you couldn't just fucking give it to us, huh? You couldn't just give it to like that beat of silence. You couldn't let it breathe.
I thought it was fucking hilarious because that's a very Deadpool thing to do, to immediately make fun of that.
Give us an extra second or two. Let it breathe. Then give the joke.
He did, though.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He
He pulled it
out,
on, and he says,
and he goes,
no.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He says, oh, you saved the
that
good
root
stuff?
stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
And he says, mostly for
murder.
killing.
Yeah,
And
murdering.
then he responds back.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just let it breathe.
It's fine. Ethan?
What's bad about it?
Yeah.
If we look back at like Deadpool 1, like you kind of like between what you two said, right? It's like there's not enough serious points about it. There's not enough place to actually feel an emotional connection to Deadpool. There's no story about his love with what's her name?
Vanessa.
Yeah, whatever her name is, doesn't matter. She's not Deadpool in the Deadpool movie. It doesn't matter. But there's no love story about that. There's no him dealing with getting the burn thing and then being like tortured by that guy.
Francis.
Francis. That's it. Yeah. Again,
Ajax.
doesn't matter. He's not Deadpool. So
Pick that name after a dish soap.
So there's not enough to connect you to Deadpool outside of the previous Deadpool movies. So you could say like the same thing happens as a standalone. It's just not very good. It's a trilogy now.
Yeah.
So watch the other two first, I guess. But you could say the same thing about Pirates of the Caribbean, for example. The third movie, standalone, is not as good as the other two.
You have to watch the first ones to
As
make it make
standalones.
sense.
And because there's not much to actually give you context. There's not much to give you any sort of emotional connection to the character.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I would definitely say this movie lacks like that emotional resonance that the first two had. Of like, I don't know, it's missing something. I don't know if that's the Vanessa part or just feels a little hollow emotionally.
well, even the blind lady.
Oh, Al,
Blind Al.
Blind Al, yeah.
Blind Al, that's it.
You
Blind
call her
Al.
Blind Al.
Even Blind Al had a bit more emotional connection to her in the first movie.
Yeah.
And not a lot. I mean, I'm just worried about her cocaine habits, but
I forgot how much cocaine they did in the other two.
it's a lot.
And then I seen a scene of him with the cocaine in the mask, and he just fucking smacks it, and it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
So
that's it. That's it. Yeah. No emotions.
yeah.
Outside of funny emotion. That's it.
And next up, I've got let's rank the cameos, and I put a list below. You can start as we're talking about this. Now's the time to look at this. We'll do it near the end. Actually, I skipped one, so either way, it doesn't matter. All the Wolverines. That was fun to see, and probably, in my opinion, the best Wolverine was Daddy Cavill. The Cavalrine.
Everyone's happy with Henry Cavill.
That's funny.
It doesn't matter what he does.
That was the most surprising
Of them.
of the Wolverine.
Because that's the only one they didn't change. Or they changed,
Yeah.
not.
He could have a love affair with Donald Trump, and people would still like him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Everyone would.
Probably.
I would say my favorite Wolverine.
I don't know. People got mad
was
at
the
him.
comic accurate Wolverine.
Yeah, the one
that
that
one
hopped
popped me
down.
real good in the theater. I was like, they fucking did it.
Yeah.
And now
The
everybody,
short one?
now everybody can shut up because it looks fucking stupid.
Yeah. And I feel bad because it's CGI,
Yeah,
but it's not. It's a dude that they
It's- yeah,
CGI'd.
Hugh Jackman's face over.
Yes. So it's a dude that literally has to be like, he's so fucking, like, that's what he's going to hear from this movie. Now, granted, he probably knows he's short. That's why he took the role.
Yeah, he's aware.
But it was neat to see, like, the different variants of actual comic book versions, like the Age of Apocalypse, with the crazy fucking hair and one hand.
Yeah.
Fucking
awesome.
Patch. And then the one that was hanging on the, which
that's not even a real Wolverine. That's just a comic cover of Wolverine.
Yeah.
That didn't actually ever happen.
oh, okay.
It's just a infamous Wolverine.
I knew it
X-Men
was.
comic
I knew
cover
it was
cover.
the cover. I didn't know that it didn't ever actually happen.
Like the throne with all the skulls.
Yes, when he's on the
Yeah.
X, he's crucified
Yeah.
on the X.
Yeah.
That didn't actually. That's just a comic book cover. That they
What?
patched. Old Man Logan.
That's
Yeah,
very.
Old Man Logan, which
That was
just,
a very Conan moment. Though.
It was.
Yeah, it was kind of neat.
The tan and brown suit versus
versus Hulk.
Hulk.
And also, don't know if you caught this or not. Deadpool did the whole Loki.
Yeah.
Like started to do the Loki speech, which was great. I didn't realize it at first.
Yeah.
I heard him say it. It just didn't register that was.
I think I like the tan and brown suit better than the blue and yellow.
Yeah, I think I did too.
It just looks cooler to me. I'm not even like it's not even my favorite suit normally in comics. It's usually yellow and blue. But
Yeah, but that one
I don't know
compared
if
to the two in live action, that one looked better. That's all the Wolverines, though, isn't it? Patch,
that's
Comic
missing
Accurate,
one.
Tan Brown, Age of Apocalypse.
I don't
The
thi-
one we actually see.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, that's a
I
lot.
think
It was a lot.
it was like
It was a lot.
7, 6, 5.
When
6.
I stopped counting, I was at 6, and I
Yeah.
think I counted for 1 or 2 more. So now we get to just sit here and bullshit about our favorite one-liners, because there's
Okay. We're doing this. We're doing the cameo ranking at
the
the end.
cameo is going to be
Gotcha.
like right before our ranking.
Gotcha. I thought we were doing that now. I was like, that's not a
No,
long time.
no, I'm going to skip it. That way we can actually look
Gotcha.
at it and you can have your idea
Sure.
of writing it down, if you want to write it down.
Now,
So one of my favorite one-liners is, and I'll just go first, and we can just kind of bounce around as we go. One of my favorites is him dressed up in the new suit, and he's like giving shit to Paradox, and he talks about the guy sitting off of the corner, and he's like, "This guy knows what I'm talking about." He's like, his clothes say middle management, but his eyes say fucky. I have to do the hand movements that no one else will see because that's what he does too. But then that one's compounded with a follow-up joke.
yes.
Because he's like, "Who you calling? Your wife?" He said,
No,
HR.
HR.
Your wife work in HR? Which is fucking just, it's great Deadpool banter that I love. Anybody else got one that they want to share?
If I can remember.
I don't even know if it's really a one-liner. It's just where he says at the beginning of the movie, he's like, "How are we gonna be respectful to Logan? We're not."
Yeah.
As he digs up his fucking grave.
He proceeds to kill like 30 people with his corpse, with his bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. That was
then
my
he-
favorite scene in the whole movie.
It's a good scene. And Dancing to Bye Bye
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh,
I mean, it's a
yeah.
pretty
Bop.
good, like,
It's a bop.
and then he like gets the claws out and he just looks at the camera. "I am soaking wet right now." Fuck. What was the? So now we can talk about cameos now that we're there.
I was gonna say,
Like we're far enough because some of the one-liners are cameo one-liners.
sure.
Basically any Deadpool and Gambit interaction whenever they first meet.
Goddamn Gambit.
They call me the Gambit.
What?
Please
Hit
don't.
me again. It's been a while since I've seen Sling Blade.
Who is your dialect coach? The guy from
The
Minions?
I did like, and it was just a one-liner of Gambit saying, "It's a common courtesy to ask before you drink up all of my liquor." Which I will say, Channing Tatum did amazing.
Yeah.
As Gambit.
Sure.
Do you know the story behind that?
Behind Channing, like
Channing
him-
Tatum and Gambit.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he was supposed to play
Yeah.
Gambit in a Gambit solo movie, and then like
They kept putting it off and then they torched it.
They put it
no.
off for so long, and then they were
Disney-
greenlit it right before Disney bought Fox.
Yeah.
And then Disney was like, "Nope, fucking scrapped all that shit."
Yeah.
not even that. Channing, because he said this in an interview, he went to Feige, and Feige was like, I have no idea how to get you into this right now. He's like, give us time, and maybe we'll make something happen.
I'm sure that was like a studio mandate. Like, hey, let that fucking just cool off. Like, we don't want to touch that for 5 years.
Yeah.
Got to distance ourselves from the stank.
This isn't so much of a one-liner. Chris Evans as Human Torch.
The end credits?
That. But I seen something where whenever he dies, like she rips his skin off, and Deadpool is like, Wolverine says something about you just got him killed, and he's like, he has no idea what he was doing to the budget. I seen something that was showing how much the people got paid, and Chris Evans got paid like $1 million for that role, and it was like the highest paid out of that fucking movie. So he really was killing the budget. And then I forgot what Logan says back to Deadpool at some point, and Deadpool just turns around and goes, "Hey, we're all grieving," because he says some stupid fucking joke. Logan gets onto him, and he just like, we're all great. It's so great. There's a lot of great one-liners in it. So, because I can't remember anymore.
Oh, are we not allowed to use the Blade one? Which it was funny. It was funny as shit.
It's so fucking funny. I want to use it, but I don't think we should.
We don't want to get canceled. We're not Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, we don't have the stature. Oh, that's another thing that they did. Whenever he gets all excited about going to the Marvel Universe, and he like fucking headbutts the camera, he's like, "Suck it, Fox! I'm going to Disney World."
Yeah,
that was. Just,
if you know, you know.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Retired.
Watch the movie.
That's
where you'll hear it safest.
He also has another funny one though, where they're in the car and he fires. He's getting ready to fire.
He's like, "There's only going to be one blade.
There's only ever going to be one blade," because Blade's in development hell right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
May never ever get made.
May not.
That may be my favorite line.
It may end up being true.
Because it's like
it fucking hangs. It's just there. You got no idea. That could either be a great line or a terrible line.
It's someone else in Deadpool getting the most meta line.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man.
If you don't know, if you don't get it, if you're not in the know that Blade is in this development hell and has been since they fucking
it's not funny.
You just don't get it. You're like, what?
Did they cancel Blade or?
Well, not even that. You just think of it as, is it just making fun of the fact that there's already another Blade in development?
Sure.
But also for where they're at, they're in that limbo with whatever. Yeah, where all the people are copies of one another and variants of one another, and it makes you wonder if he killed the other Blade variants that came through.
That would be hilarious.
Probably.
Daywalker.
That was, it's like, and we probably got Magneto. They killed him too. Fuck. Just like Riot. That's the other thing we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about breaking the fourth wall, the proposal.
We mentioned it, yeah.
Well, we mentioned it before we started recording. Well, I'm talking about the line after.
Sure, yeah.
So whenever he's like, I can break the fourth wall. Nice pull.
Nice pull.
He's like, I can break the fourth wall too. The proposal. You stop looking. What the fuck? You think that's what I do? His delivery is so.
He was offended, and he probably wrote that line. He was like, I'm offended.
Also, fun fact: did you know that Nice Pool is like credited under somebody else in the credits?
Is it like his real name?
No,
that'd be funny.
Ryan has a like fake name that he uses for his twin brother, air quotes.
Oh.
And that's who it's like Gordon Reynolds or some shit like that. Is who it said is quoted for that. Also, we need to talk about something else too. Fucking dog pull.
It's a fucking ugly dog.
It is a fucking ugly dog.
It's well deserved.
It fits the Deadpool.
Yeah, the way that dog looked, being Deadpool is the only way it could still be alive.
Yeah. It looked like it was going to die in the middle of the movie.
We had Alligator Loki. Now we have Dogpool.
Yep. which are both great animals.
It's fantastic.
So now let's go on to the next thing. Rank the 3 Deadpool movies so far. It's me again. Jarrett, you might as well just get ready to do the next one. So the Deadpool and Wolverine is my favorite just because I think the comedy is better than 1. I do think 1 matters more. And then 1 is my next, and then 2 is my lowest. Jarrett, you're up.
Same.
Ethan?
1's my favorite still.
Is it?
3
That's
is close
understandable.
second, and 2 is the last.
I would like once.
I like 2. 2's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's fun.
No, me putting it last does not mean it's bad.
Yeah,
Like,
they're all
it's
like
still better than
very
a
like,
good
very
chunk of
close
Marvel
to me.
movies.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to watch once it comes out on digital. I'm going to watch all 3 again and reevaluate to see how much of 1 is just kind of nostalgia for me because that was the intro to Deadpool, and
I don't know, the beginning scene on the highway is it's so good.
yeah,
It's one of the best scenes in film
him
history.
holding up the fucking hand drawn in crayon sign about Francis. He's
Yeah.
like, "Where's he at?"
It's good.
Just something you will never forget.
I don't know. It still has one of my favorite lines from any movie. It's like, this guy has the idea. He wore the brown pants.
Yeah.
Still, really good line.
Yep. And then now, have you watched it more than once? I have not. I don't think Ethan has
I went
either.
once.
Okay.
And I went twice.
Just twice?
I went opening night, and then I went with Ethan.
Gotcha. And now, saying that, do you think it held up? I know we kind of talked about this before outside the podcast, but
Yeah.
do you think it held up
Yes, it got.
watching it again?
I don't say it got funnier. You just catch more jokes
Jokes come
because, like I said, it's shotgun. It's just
Yeah.
It's very easy to just like while you're laughing, miss a joke. Just you can't hear it.
Because they're so rapid fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put the ending question mark. I have no idea what point I'm talking about here. I don't know if I'm talking about the Deadpool fights, like where they fight all the Deadpools. I will stab you.
The Deadpool, the ending.
like,
are
see,
you
there's
talking about like where
I
they're
mean,
like
I don't
holding
know.
hands?
Maybe.
And like
Oh,
Hugh
that-
Jackman's chest part explodes off.
That is what I am talking about
Yeah.
because that's the moment where Samantha,
Was
my
like,
lovely
"Oh my
wife,
God."
looked over at me real slow. She didn't even acknowledge me for most of the movie, but the second Hugh Jackman's ripped ass comes out onto the screen, she just looks at me like, "Why don't you look like that, you fat piece of shit?"
Well, you're not getting paid millions.
That's exactly that's my response every time. I was like, one, not
Give me
take
$1 million. Give me 3 months.
$1 million and all the testosterone I can take.
Just
To the
suddenly
gills.
act like you're freaking Christian Bale and you can change how you look every 6 months.
It's gotta be
Fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat,
Yeah.
skinny, fat, ripped, skinny, fat, skinny, ripped.
Here's the thing. I want to call him out and say that that's not the order that's in, but I just feel like it very well could be.
It's pretty. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, like he was like taking off on his fingers. Yeah, it's like he knew.
Yes, I know his filmography by title. I have no fucking clue. That was,
The post-credit scene, we've kind of already mentioned it, was fucking great.
yes.
To just call Johnny out like that.
That's funny.
With that being said, in the post-credit scene, you also see
the Gambit.
the Gambit.
The Gambit.
Hey,
We didn't even talk. We haven't even talked about Daphne Keene as coming back as X-23.
Like, it's cool,
It is cool.
but
The glasses pop me.
yeah. But
Oh yeah, the glasses. Yeah, perfect. What's wrong with you? You don't like
nice.
Daphne Keene?
It's not that I don't like Daphne Keene. It's just
You didn't like Logan?
I liked Logan. It's I guess because it's not the same Logan. I don't have as much like I don't
Again,
feel.
She's a woman. Isn't
Yeah.
She? Yeah.
He's
Then you
not
know that
wrong.
makes
Piece
sense.
of
Shit.
It does lose a little bit of the emotional connection that it's a different Logan.
Like it would make like if it was this Logan that was still alive and he dug him up and used him, it would make. Oh, you know something else? We'll talk about that here in a second. It just clicked. If he dug him up and he was still alive and brought him there, it would have made so much. Like it would have meant so much more to me.
I mean, this has been my problem with Loki as well because they're heavily tied in theme.
Yeah, it's like when he meets up with Thor again, it's not the same
It's
Loki.
not the same people. It's like going somewhere else and finding somebody that looks like your wife, for example, and being like, hey, you remember that? No, that they don't. They
But
absolutely don't.
Loki does actually remember because
Loki does. Yes.
But this
Loki's different.
yeah. So something we didn't talk about was it introduced an entirely new concept to the MCU.
not really, but kind of
Kind of anchor beings.
Yeah, they're kind of same. As
Which,
like
if you
Nexus
listen
beings.
to last week's, it was last. It's well, I don't know what day this is coming out. If you listen to
didn't
the
call them that in Loki, but they
They
definitely mentioned the idea.
yeah,
it's the same thing as like Nexus beings, which is that from Loki?
It's just
I think so.
it's just the reverse of a nexus being. A nexus being is a anchor being who deviates.
yeah. We talked about Ethan being our anchor being in the Helldivers episode.
Why am I?
Because in the start of the Helldivers episode, I said, "Welcome to Chaotically Nerdy," and I'm Jarrett. Jarrett said Tyler, which left you to say Ethan.
Because you are
because
static
I'm
and
static.
unchanging.
You are our universal constant.
I am often static. I do not like moving.
Fair enough. Fair. All right. So now let's go.
You're lucky
through-
I came here. I mean, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I was
agree.
busy.
Let's go ahead and rank the
Cameos.
cameos, but let's do like our top 5 because there's a shitload.
There's a lot.
I'm gonna go through and just read them real fast.
Yep.
So you got Happy Hogan, who I don't think it kind of counts as a cameo,
No,
but
it's definitely cameo.
I mean, yeah, it's just weird.
Because that popped me whenever they went to like it was like Marvel
Listen, you gotta stop
616.
saying "pop me."
No, pop me.
I don't like it.
Why not?
I don't know. Something about it. I don't know. I just don't like it.
Well, now I'm definitely gonna say.
I
it
know you
forever.
are. That's the problem.
What? How many are we naming? Top 3
I mean,
or 5?
let's do 5.
5. There's only like 15. That's all of them.
That's
There's 3 of us. 15 divided by 3 is
We will have overlap.
Wait, what the fuck is?
No, we're not. It's not a fucking.
go
We're
ahead,
not
go
doing.
ahead,
We're
go
not
ahead.
doing a draft. It's not. I can't. Like, I'm not taking.
Well, I'm
Channing
gonna
Tatum
get. I'm
and
gonna
then saying,
get stuck
"Fuck you two."
with fucking Blake Lively
That's not how that's working. It's not a draft.
because you've been going first and then him. So you roll the draft. Do a draft.
We're not doing a draft.
I'm ready now.
All right, we're doing a draft. Fuck it.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it. We're doing it. So let's go through them. Happy Hogan,
Uh-huh.
Cavalrine,
Yep.
Chris Evans as Human Torch, Sabretooth, which was a good fight, by the way. Also to see him die immediately. That's what I mean by that. Other X-Men villains, because there was too many fucking lists, so I just put other X-Men villains. Ryan Reynolds as Nice Bull, Jennifer Garner as Elektra, Wesley Snipes as Blade. He's retired. Channing Tatum as Gambit, Daphne Keane as X-23, Blake Lively as Ladypool, Matthew McConaughey as Cowboy Deadpool, Nathan Fillion as Headpool, the kids, Ryan's kids,
yeah.
because they both played. Which, that's another great one-liner. I completely forgot about was his kid saying, "If I want your opinion, I'll take Wolverine's dick out of your mouth."
That was good.
And then Ant-Man. I put a question mark next to
Why?
Ant-Man because do you really count it?
It wasn't really Paul Rudd.
Exactly. But he finally aged.
Finally aged. Like a nice large skeleton.
All right. Draft time, baby. Jarrett.
I have first overall pick. Damn it.
You said damn it.
Yeah, because now it's like, well, what we drafted on the best cameo.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking Gambit.
Damn it.
It's Channing Tatum.
Of course, it's Gambit.
I mean, yeah.
Just mark Jarrett by it.
J.
JTE.
Well, E, go ahead and take your pick.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you fucker.
See, it's gonna go
Is
J.
this for best or like?
I don't.
Does it matter?
Draft however you
what did
draft.
you go off
No,
of?
it's whatever your personal.
Wesley Snipes.
There you go. Whatever your personal preference is.
Yeah.
Well,
Wesley
then
Snipes.
obviously
It's gotta be
I'm
Wesley.
next.
We all know what you're taking.
It's not Daphne Keane.
No,
Yeah.
it's Chris Evans.
Oh, it's not what I thought you were going to take.
No.
Now, big question, Snake.
All right, yeah. See, that was my question: was do we do a snake draft?
definitely
Do you
do
know what a
snake.
snake draft is?
You roll again.
No.
What?
Snake draft is
Reverses.
where you go in your order. So, like, he picked first, you picked second, I picked third. I would then pick again, and we would go back.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Snake?
Snake.
All right.
Snake.
Well, with my second pick, I'm going to take the cavalry.
There we go. Got that. He's got that 1-2 turn.
All right. Me,
Yep.
I'm gonna go with.
Better value. With
I'm gonna go with
Calvary
Daphne
second round.
Keene. I really did like her. So
Good pick. Good pick. What'd you just
I
say?
said better value getting the Calvary in the second round.
See, that's the thing. I was okay with losing the cavalry if I needed to. So I was like,
but now you double up.
Exactly.
Oh.
I was like, if we do snake, I'm fine. If we don't,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm going to take Happy Hogan.
Okay. Knew that one was coming.
Yeah, I knew that.
Go ahead again.
I will take Nice Pool.
Okay.
I'll go with Sabretooth.
I knew that was coming. That's fine. I'm going to go with Elektra, which I feel like is kind of the obvious pick there.
I hate Jennifer Garner, so
Well, that's
You can have
understandable.
her.
That's understandable. But for the next pick, I'm going to go with the kids.
Okay.
That's a twofer. That's a 2-in-1 deal. That's a package.
There's a really big value package then on this board still.
I mean, yeah.
Other X-Men villains. I mean,
That's like 6
there's a
guys.
lot of them that were really good. So yeah, I'm gonna pick that because that's a bigger team.
I guess I'll go with Blake Lively.
That's sexist. You're only choosing her because it's
And-
Blake Lively.
What's even left?
Matthew McConaughey, Ant-Man,
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. I think those are the
that's
only
the only
that'd
three
be the
left.
last three. I will take Matthew McConaughey.
which means
Cowboy
Ethan's
Deadpool.
going to take Nathan Fillion, and I'm going to take
That's
aged
correct.
Paul
I
Rudd.
love Nathan Fillion.
He's a good voice actor. People were mad that they didn't use Nolan North for him, though.
Why?
Because
he did
the
voiced-
Deadpool video game,
Yeah.
and they wanted him to do Deadpool.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah.
They would have been cool. They still got, another Deadpool-esque actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Nathan Fillion's good in everything he does, so it'll be fun. So now I'm going to run through the teams as far as who got what.
Who got what?
And then you can tell us in our Discord who won the draft. So
This is not how I thought one of our first drafts would ever go.
yeah, it's kind of weird that we're drafting Deadpool.
Well, there was
cameos.
a correct number of them.
It was funny.
For a
It,
draft.
it just
Yeah.
worked out perfect. So Jarrett, he has Happy Hogan, Nice Pool, Channing Tatum as Gambit,
Yep.
Blake Lively as Lady Pool. I'm missing one.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Ethan has Nathan Fillion as Headpool, Daphne Keene as X-23, Wesley Snipes as Blade, Sabretooth, and the other X-Men. So you just got all the X-Men villains.
Fuck yeah, I did.
that did not.
What do you think I was going for?
That did not
He had a
register.
theme. He stuck to it. I appreciate it.
I think I also won.
bonus points. You get bonus points.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
And then
How many?
1
That's not points.
and a half.
It's points, but it's in parentheses.
point parentheses S.
Yeah, there was a possibility for more, but I only gave you 1.
So I have Ant-Man, the kids as Kid Pool and the baby,
It's good.
Jennifer Garner, Chris Evans, and the Cavalry.
I'm not
like
sure. I think it's between me and you because you got Calverine and I got the other good ones.
Yeah, but he has Gambit.
I have the best.
And
You have Gambit
Gambit.
and you have
fuck-
Calverine and I have the other good ones.
Yeah. It's very close.
That's how drafts should work.
I'm going to be honest.
If you draft correctly.
I feel like Chris Evans, had he had more time,
Oh, yeah.
would have been a better value pick.
Probably.
But
fair.
there's no way he doesn't go early
Yeah.
in this list. The only one that I might could have taken, but again has the same problem, is Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just iconic.
I also didn't
It's
want to
just-
draft him because it would have got me canceled.
There's another really good Wesley Snipes one-liner.
Okay.
Motherfucker still trying to skate up. Fucking, what does he say? Motherfucker still trying to ice skate uphill. Still, that's a
I guess I missed that.
Okay. Yeah, that's a reference to his iconic line from Blade at the end of the movie.
But it does remind me of another one where Wesley Snipes goes, "I don't like you." And Deadpool goes, "You never did." Which I'm utterly shocked to hear that after all the quote unquote shit that they
Drama.
Yeah, the drama with between them two, that he agreed to this.
Yeah. That's, you know what? Money talks.
Yeah. I mean, that's true too.
Oh, between Ryan Reynolds and
Yeah,
Wesley
and Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes.
Yeah.
Although it could have been
Of course,
fabricated.
Blade doesn't have to look happy to be there because he's never happy.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's Blade. So now on to the rankings. So IMDb was actually, it's an 8.0 now. It dropped.
Went down.
Yeah, it went down. It's got 242,864 reviews. Rotten Tomatoes is the exact same. It's a 78% tomato meter with 376 reviews and a 98% audience score.
Interesting tidbit. Rotten Tomatoes getting rid of the tomato meter. They're going to now have you, not the tomato, they're adjusting it. You actually now have to have it produce a ticket bought through Fandango, who owns Rotten Tomatoes, to leave a review.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
To leave an actual review.
Yeah.
Huh.
No.
So that way
okay.
people will actually had to have at least paid for the movie.
Just somehow.
To watch it.
Because you can still buy, like, Fandango does digital too,
Yes.
don't they?
Yeah, but who's buying like 30 tickets?
Yeah,
there's
I
definitely-
agree with that. It's going to
there's-
stop people from...
There's definitely some like trolls that will definitely
Oh, yeah.
do it.
There is.
But at least now it costs money.
Hey, at least
Or-
the money is going to go back in some way to the studio.
Yeah.
So that's good news.
Joke's on them. They
and-
still made money off
So
it.
there's a bunch of shitlords online
Yeah.
being like, "Oh, I hate it because there's got women in it," and bullshit. So
So now we get to go on to our rankings,
yeah.
and that will finish us up. It's me. I give it a 9.3.
just do Jared next. I don't know why you're rolling. It's been the same all day.
All right.
Yeah. See,
Was it the same?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I
Was
was,
it was the
It
same?
was you.
8.75.
Okay. It's good.
8.74.
Okay. You just want to be last.
You just want to be lowest?
I was going to pick 8.75.
You know you can share a number.
0.9. I don't know.
Yeah, he must be different.
8.75.9.
Yeah.
You can share the
3.14
number.
Apple.
You want it to be higher? 8.76.
No, I don't care what you pick. I'm saying if you wanted it 8.75, make it 8.75.
Evan, 8.759.
There you go. Round up.
So
One.
8.76.
One. I'll do it. 8.751.
Round down.
This ain't cash. I mean,
I don't know
it's-
why you have to be so contrarian.
I just didn't want to be the same as Jared. Look at him.
No one should be the same as me.
But that's not. It's, fuck.
Never mind. Don't look at him. It's,
Yeah, it might blind you.
Oh, it's not any worse than looking at Deadpool without his mask.
An avocado.
Fucking shaved ball sack.
Yeah. I don't know.
topographical map of Utah.
Okay. Do we got anything else we need to talk about for the movie? Besides Gambit's amazing accent?
Oh, God.
You know what? He should get a chance to play Gambit
He should.
as in a full-time role,
People-
in a more serious role.
You know, people are pissed off that now people are like, he should play Gambit.
Who's going to play Rogue?
Well, they don't want him to play Gambit.
Look,
Why not?
he doesn't look anything like Gambit should look. Gambit's like, an acrobatic, slender guy. Not really. Yes, he's like comic book ripped, but like in real life,
Yeah.
he would not be like
Swole.
Channing Tatum. Yeah. But Channing Tatum loves this role, loves his character,
Well, and like,
and fucking killed it.
I'll be honest, I don't think he looked that gigantic.
It's
in-
mostly the face.
yeah.
His face.
His face is
He's
too
got
big.
big blockhead.
But I mean, you can't help that.
he's had big blockhead ever since Coach Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gambit's face is supposed to be more narrow.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing they didn't do
I don't
was
care
they
about
didn't
that.
really do the eyes. They just left him with his.
Yeah,
but I mean,
that's a
'cause-
fucking Hollywood thing. They don't want to do eyes. They don't do it in a lot of shit. They don't make them right.
Which I feel like they could have easily done contacts. And
Well, some people are like, contacts.
yeah, some
fucks
people
your eyes.
Yeah, they can't wear contacts. That's true.
I can't.
I don't know if I can anymore.
I tried.
Well, I got LASIKs, and they
Yeah.
told me that you may not be able to wear contacts because it fucks with the shape of your eye.
I got them in one time, and I went, and it was when I was going to see the last Harry Potter movie that came out in theater, and I got to watch it without my fucking glasses, and it was great. And then I got home, and my eyes were burning.
My eyes were so sensitive. The optometrist couldn't even get a contact. In.
Yeah.
He was like, quit blinking.
It
I'm
took
like,
me 40
"No."
minutes for the first one and 20 for the second. It took me an hour.
See,
He's
that's
like-
impressive because it took me no time at I could do that shit without
It's
even
just-
looking.
It's just some people like your eyes just aren't.
How long have you been wearing glasses, though?
Since I was 8.
See, that's about the same time as me. So we've just always had our windshields. And you start taking them away, it's like everything's flying at your face.
Yeah.
It's kind of alarming.
You get air in your eyes. You're like,
Yeah.
it burns.
I want to go back inside.
Okay, that will wrap everything up. Don't forget to use the link below to join our Discord and tell us who wins the Deadpool draft.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys listening, and we hope to catch you on the next one.
Deuce.
I know I won.
Don't you say it like that?
Like a question?
Yeah.